Hi, I'm Peter Monaghan, an Irish contemporary artist. My artistic journey began, I suppose, I was always drawing and painting as a child and a teenager, and I went to NCAD, and when I left NCAD I worked in graphic design for about 20 years, and after that it was becoming more a business than the creativity was less and less. So I left graphic design to paint full-time around 1999, 2000. Ever since then I've been painting, but it's been that overused word, journey. Each year it develops and changes, but essentially the style remains the same. I just describe my work as optical and kinetic. It's about what the eye sees, it's about colour, about form. There isn't really a message there as such. It's just playing to the senses, I suppose. When people see it, they'll enjoy it for its visual interest. Well, the artists that have influenced me, mainly Bridget Riley and Vasarely, South American artists like Soto. Discovering their work was very, very interesting. My creative process starts with a lot of sort of thinking and reflection, listening to music, but I come up with ideas and then it's committing those ideas to paper. When I come up with an idea, I then work it out on paper. And what I'm doing here is I'm doing a dowel piece, something like this here. Now, what I have to work out is how many dowels are going into this circle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see roughly how many I need on each circle. And when I've worked that out, then I can be more accurate as regards where I put each circle. I've got 18. Now these are dowels that I've gold leafed in the last couple of weeks. I can adjust these just slightly, but I now know that I've got 8 at the start, 16 in the middle, and I hope 24 on the outside. So I'm just going to check that. 24, okay. I have an idea in my head and then I do it on paper. When I finish my initial drawings, it could be a painting like this. So I would stretch large sheets of watercolour paper and paint them, generally warm colours on one side and cool colours on the other. Could be between 12 and 18 large sheets of paper. Then I cut them out by hand. What's running through it is that the fact that it's made by hand. It's very important to me that it's a physicality there to it. Well, the best piece of advice I ever received, which is a bit funny, I went to an art class when I was a young teenager. Her name was Pam Skerritt. I remember one day using a rubber and a razor because we were doing life drawing. I made a mistake and I was rubbing it out. And she said, "Throw that away, just get rid of that, you don't need that." And I was sort of shocked, but actually it's an amazing piece of advice because she was saying you don't make mistakes, or if you do, you incorporate them into your finished piece. And I've sort of held on to that for a long time, ever since. You know, you can almost apply it to your life. You know.